Oh, what's going on, guys? Yeah, it's a bit colder today. A little bit more windy as well, if you can hear me. So I noticed yesterday's kind of vlog, well, I say yesterday's because I'm blending two vlogs into one. The travel part of the vlog didn't really make all that much sense, and so kind of like, just to clarify, that you see that I wear like the Virgin lanyards and stuff. That's because I'm a third party. So what that means is I'm a contractor for that company, but that doesn't mean that the flights or any of it was like paid for by them. It's completely paid for by myself. Every single penny of that trip came out of my own pocket, and the whole of this trip is my own stuff. I just wore the tags because obviously I'm a Virgin employee as such, a third party, and it was a Virgin flight. And they do kind of like hope that you do that kind of thing. And I represent the brand. I love the brand Virgin as a whole. So yeah, well, I'm going to get some breakfast. I've come down to Bubby's again. Ooh, I actually like, it's a bit close. I actually feel a bit too much. Ooh. So good though. If you want to see what I was eating in there, I'll put the Instagram post somewhere up in one corner. Oh, so good. And my rig does not feel like it's set right. That is that massive building I can see from my hotel room. I said the glass looks like it's hanging on by a thread. Mad. Shake Shack. You know I'll be going there. Well, this is a cool walk. Am I glad the sun's trying to come out? It's getting a little bit nippy for a while. I'm trying to make this more steady. I don't know if it's working. And that, guys, was the somewhat small queue for Statue of Liberty. I don't think I'm going to be going there this time while I'm out here in New York. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. But it just means I get to come back. Gives me a good reason. Just found a Starbucks. Alright guys, so I've made my way around to the 9/11 memorial site now, and I don't know what to expect really. Quite a bit of a mind kind of bending situation, like looking over the edge and seeing a memorial. I got chatting to one of the volunteers, and he was explaining the white rose, and that symbolises that person's birthday today, and they do it year on year with every single person here that's on that memorial. They put, if they remember their birthday, they go out in the morning and they put the white rose down to symbolise it. It's quite something. I think the other thing is, just in the distance, I took a picture of it, is one tree, but it's one of the only main surviving living things that came out of 9/11 is this one tree that managed to survive everything. Out of all the rubble that was lifted and moved, you had this tree. And so they did this sapling thing. So like Manchester, I believe, he was saying, he's got awarded a sapling from this tree as like a symbol of unity between everyone that's been affected by terror attacks. It's quite moving, and it's hard to explain, but as soon as you kind of like walk into this area, it just becomes like this hush silence, and all you can hear is like the roar of the water falling. Yeah, it's just the scale of it, and like to think how high they were, and there was 2 here and One World Centre is just massive, absolutely huge. Yeah, just I'm gonna walk around here, just soak it all in and pay my tributes, I suppose, and feel it, soak it in. Alright, back in the room. What am I going to do? Coffee first. I just couldn't help it. Starbucks. And so I've got 2 or 3 videos I need to sort out, and various bits of work to do. That 9/11 memorial, Twin Towers memorial, kind of like me a little bit. Kind of just walked silently with myself all the way back, kind of just thinking about different things. Kind of puts a lot of things in perspective as well, especially when you get chatting. There was a weird thing that happened though. Was I was walking around with this camera, which is this is the big DSLR, mother of all cameras. It's not the best, but it's big. And I had one of their security guard people come up to me, and he's just like, you know, you shouldn't be filming. Have you got a permit? And I was just like, no. Let me take my bag off. So we kind of got chatting. I was being friendly, shook his hand, kind of asked him how his day was, blah blah blah. You know, trying to kind of settle the situation a little bit, and kind of explain to him what I'm doing with the camera, and just kind of I travel around, I see places, and just kind of put my own thoughts to it and how I see it. And you know, I'm very wary of what I do and what's in the camera picture and shot. Showed him some footage of what I recorded, showed him that I wasn't actively out to record anything. And the statement was, because it looks like a professional camera. Now that kind of gets to me a little bit. Yes, it does look professional. Yes, it does look big. I got caught out in LA in the Grove for having the same setup. And I kind of just said, look, on an open statement, if I got my phone out, which is a 4K phone, and was walking around recording with my phone, you wouldn't stop me. And yet my phone is probably, well, it is better quality than this camera as such. So just because the camera is bigger, don't be deceived. And he understood where I was coming from. Be it big camera like this, be it a mobile phone or a small camera, they can all do the same thing. It's just what this camera can do differently to others is the reason why it's so big. So anyway, in a nutshell, he basically told me I can't record there. I understood that, I accepted it, and we had a good laugh. Resolved. So I'm going to need to get on and do some video bits, do some editing. I've got a lot of editing to do, and I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'll catch you in a bit. So I'm trying to do some work at the minute, it's a bit echoey. Just getting the vlog finalised, put it through handbrake, and hopefully get it up. Still only on like 25%.